took it upon themselves to execute, even though we had a few penalties, and continued to move the chains and run down the clock once we got the lead.
You know, I spent the game on your sideline, and there's no faking it. Your kids were fired up, especially in the second half. I mean, just really, really into this game, which you would expect. But I'd imagine you must be pleased. It's a long season.
Yeah.
You know, you must be pleased that that level of emotion is just right there for you.
And we kind of found ourselves a little bit as an underdog coming in because we had lost to Fernley, we had lost a couple key players, and it was kind of almost unfamiliar territory in the last 4 years,
right,
of being the underdog going into a game against a team like Fallon, because Fallon is, as we all know, is very well coached. They do a great job. They have great players, and I think, you know, the ball could have bounced a couple different ways tonight, and we won the war of attrition.
And think back to the beginning of the season. Did you see the Northern Division 1A being the war that it's become this year?
Oh yeah, we knew when we played Lowry the very first game of the season that this was going to be a battle between probably 5 or 6 teams. We thought Elko and Spring Creek was going to be in there, and that didn't seem to kind of pan out the way we thought. The 4 teams that are battling right now for every spot and position in the playoffs,
right,
we're all considered to be there. There are no surprises right now. The 4 that were expected to be in the playoffs are going to be there.
Right.
It's just a matter of who's playing where and who.
You know, just a second ago you mentioned attrition. Do you think with small rosters at this level and stuff like that that could be a factor heading into the playoffs?
For sure.
Trying to stay healthy, that sort of thing?
That it does. It takes its toll on teams that have small schools, and population-wise, we're the smallest 3A school in the state right now, and we're playing with our 580 kids at our school. We're playing a team that probably has 1,580 kids at Fallon, maybe more. I'm not sure. And so we're quite at a disadvantage, I think, just in numbers. But the one thing I will say about our kids is we may not pass the eye test all the time when they walk out on the field, but they're going to play as hard as any team we're going to face. They're going to prepare as hard, and they're going to compete as hard as anybody we go against. And I think when you add those 3 things together, I think that's what happened tonight.
Yeah.